What's up everyone, Ben from Living Survival, and today we're going to take a look at the all-new ThruNite TN30, their mini TN30 for 2016. It's one of these beer can or pop can shaped lights, these palm cannons I like to call them, very similar to the TN36-UT that we previously reviewed. Now the interesting thing is this is the TN36-UT, and I thought the UT stood for Ultimate Thrower, and it does throw a lot of light out in a wide pattern. You guys can go back and check out that review if you would like to see more on the TN36-UT. The TN30, however, does have more of a hotspot, so it actually outthrows the TN36. About half the lumens, but again, you don't need as many lumens when you're concentrating those lumens in a tighter group. Therefore, it can outshine the higher lumen flashlight. The mini TN30 has an XPL V6 LED. It runs 4 times 18650 batteries. It shoots out 320 meters at a intensity of 26,000. You compare that to the TN36 UT. You can see the LED array is a little bit different there. This one shoots a little bit less at 285 meters at an intensity of 20,360. The TN36, however, puts out 7,300 lumens compared to the 3660 of the TN30. As I said, though, those are more concentrated lumens, tighter group, and it outthrows, as you'll see in the upcoming night shots. Just a single mode button on the side. When you depress the light and turn it on, you do get a blue LED, which will turn to red once the batteries need to be replaced. Otherwise, you've got some knurling here on the hand. These do fit nicely in the hand, very well weighted throughout, a heavier head on them. You've got a few little, I'm not sure they're actually heat sinks, but a few little grooves cut into the side there, and then of course the 3 LEDs. Totally flat on the back, so you can tail stand the light, and then you simply unscrew it and you have a cartridge in there that will hold the 18650s. Once you unscrew the can of the light, here is your little cartridge that holds your 4 18650s. It's not a rechargeable light, so you do have to pop the batteries out and just throw them in a charger. ThruNite makes a great charger, the MCC4S, so you can just throw the 18650s in there and quickly get them recharged. Design-wise, these two lights are completely identical. I'm sure you could swap the heads between the two. The head is what does the magic, so the form factor and the build is exactly the same other than the components on the inside. You do have a little bit different mode button here. You can see it's black on the TN36-UT, and on the new one it is silver, but they both do have that LED in there that's going to let you know when it's time to charge the batteries. So operation on the TN30 is the same as all the previous ThruNites that I've reviewed. Very, very simple operation. I know many of you like that, no programming or anything like that. You do have direct access to your moonlight mode, your lowest mode, by long pressing the mode button. It is on there. That is the only way to get to the moonlight mode. When you have the light on in its normal mode by just pressing the button there, no long press, you do long press to cycle through the modes, but it won't cycle through that moonlight mode. So it's just going to go low, medium, and high, low, medium, and high. Again, to get to the moonlight mode, it has to be off and you long press. So I do like that because you know that you're going into that moonlight mode and you don't have to cycle through it as a mode. You also have quick access to your turbo mode just by double clicking from off. It'll go right into that turbo mode. And then from your turbo, you can get into your strobe mode by double clicking again, and that will put you right into its special mode. So very easy operation, simple on and off, long press to cycle through low, medium, and high. Double click for turbo, double click again for your strobe, and then when the light's off, you long press for that moonlight. Speaking of the modes, we can go through what they are. You have your moonlight mode, which again you long press to get into that mode. Half a lumen, this will run for 98 days, so you could tail stand this up in a dark room and you'd get some light for a very, very long time. A great light to have in your bug out bag or survival kit with the length that will last with those 4 batteries in there. Then we go into our low mode, which is 46 lumens. That'll run for 123 hours. Then we go into our 470 lumens, which will run for 15 hours. Then we go into our highest mode, which is 2060 lumens. That'll run for 190 minutes. Double click, we can get to our strobe, which is 3660 lumens at 120 minutes. Of course, it will step down. The light is thermally regulated, so it will step down once it starts to warm up. Just like the TN36-UT, it does come with a nice holster, nylon holster here with a loop on the back and Velcro to your belt, so very easy to carry this on your side. I would probably just keep it in the nylon holster and keep it in my pack. That's where I was keeping the TN36. So great new light from ThruNite and a great price. You pay over $200 for the TN36-UT. This one runs $99. I'm not sure why the other one is so much more money. I think this one puts out better light, not quite as bright, but it outshoots the TN36. So I'm really happy with the modes that they put in this light, the mode spacing as far as the lumens go, and I'm very happy with the output. Now I got the neutral white. You can, of course, with ThruNite flashlights, pick between the neutral white and the cool white. I just like that neutral white light, the warmer light. It reproduces colors a little bit better in my opinion. So if you're looking for a nice bright light that's at the $100 mark and not the $200 mark, you may want to check out the new TN30. Another thing that's nice about these lights is that you have 4 18650s in there. So if you have other products that run off 18650s, you can always steal a battery from the light if you needed to. So it's a great way to carry those extra batteries, and you also have the functionality of another great light. So that's something to consider as well. Build quality is A+, just like most of the other ThruNite flashlights that I have tried. Of course, it is IPX waterproof. That's pretty much the same with 99% of the flashlights that we take a look at on the channel. So very durable, it'll hold up. Great little light if this is the form factor that you're looking for. What you'll find with flashlights is that they're all a little bit different, whether they have different mode spacing. Of course, they have different brightness levels. They have different form factors. They take different batteries. So we do review a lot of lights on the channel, but there is a lot of lights out there. I do generally tend to stick to the better brands in my opinion, and from time to time we take a look at some other brands. So if I feel that they are of high quality and I can recommend them, you're going to see them on the channel. So let's see what the mini TN30 can do out in the field. We have our half a lumen. Not sure you can be able to see that on the ground at all. That'll run for 98 days, so it is good for a survival kit or bug out bag. You are going to have light for a very, very long time. We can step it up to the next level here. This is 46 lumens. Now we're not going to be able to hit the trees back there. I'm not thinking like we could with the TN40 and the TN42, but for this smaller form factor, I'm assuming this light's going to reach out quite a ways, having a much tighter hotspot than the TN36-UT. But nice beam, nice lumen level here, 46 lumens. That'll run for 123 hours. Go up to our next mode here, which is 470 lumens. This will run for 15 hours. And already we're getting a lot of light, shooting quite a distance. There's the sign down there. Those lights are a house through the woods. As we're getting into fall here, we're losing leaves, and then can't quite see the parking lot lights all the way down there. We can step up again to the 2060 lumens. This will run for 190 minutes. Now we can see the lights in the parking lot over there, and lots of light. Really good combination of flood and throw. And this is the neutral white, so very, very good color reproduction. And then we can step it up to our turbo, and not quite lighting up the trees, but definitely throwing a lot of light down and towards the trees. We can certainly see the parking lot lights there. So I like it better than the TN36-UT. It just seems more usable. You get that further throw, and for a light of this size, probably something that you're going to use a bit more than all flood. We can compare both the TN30 on the left and the TN36-UT on the right. You can see there the difference in the hotspot, much tighter on the TN30. We can go up a level here. You can see that the TN36 is a cool white, So it is going to be cooler in color than the much more neutral on the left. But already you can see we're starting to lose that hot spot, as the TN36-UT has almost twice the lumens, but it's not going to reach as far and not going to be quite as intense. We can go up to the turbo on both lights and raise them up towards the trees. You can see we are not getting anywhere with the TN36, but it is lighting up the immediate area quite a bit more. But you do get quite a bit more throw with the TN30. Let's look at the same comparison on the building here. We have the farther throwing TN30. This is the low. We have our medium, plenty of light to light up the immediate area. Then we have our high. Again, plenty of light, and we can still shoot quite a ways. And then we have our turbo. In comparison, we have the TN36. You can see the cooler color, and you can see that this one really doesn't have a hot spot when you get that bright, but it will light up the area quite a bit. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video today. Please give it a big thumbs up for me. Make sure you leave me some comments below. Please share this to your friends and family on your social media. I'm also going to put a few links to some recent videos of mine right below me here, and my head is going to pop up. If you haven't already done so, please click that to subscribe for more videos.